life got me playing with swords. Eat a body, then I'm aiming at yours. I'm a slave, swing, go to the pole. Head 'em off is the end of your road. Cleanse them, get sorted, then folded. Constantine demons deported. Constantly seen as support, so chronically cleaved above shoulders.
What's going on, DSG? It's your boy Darrnell Bradley back at y'all another video. Today we've got that time Iron Man and War Machine violated an army of robots and still came out on top. Wait a minute. It's a weird sentence. Well, if they violated them, I assume they came out on top. So why and still? It's like, unless if they had gotten violated by an army of robots. Anyway, and still came out on top. That I don't know. Sorry, we here, man. We what is it? We on Cool Uno's channel, Cool Uno's 9's channel. We gonna be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, follow me on all that there social media. We can hear that any further ado. 3, 2, 1, click.
So Iron Man pulls up on Rhodey and Justin Hammer at the Weapons Expo. He pulls up on Rhodey like, "Hey, I think we should get everybody up out of here, bro. I think that boy Justin Hammer working with Vanko." He then pulls up on Justin Hammer asking where Vanko is, and Vanko on the computer screen just took control of War Machine and every single Hammer drone at the Expo. But War Machine and the Hammer drones start aiming their guns at Iron Man, so he starts dipping out the way and they start firing at his ass. And
He dipped up, he shot up, so they shoot up instead of like raining bullets at a crowd of people. Let's go.
Vanko done deployed all their Hammer drones in War Machine to go fly after Tony. Vanko wants Tony gone for good. He's dipping and dodging all throughout the Expo while the rest of the Hammer drones just start shooting missiles at everything. Iron Man loops back around the Hammer drones that are following him to the Hammer drones that were shooting missiles. The ones that are shooting missiles start trying to blick down Iron Man, but they shooting their own guys. And then this one specific Hammer drone was about to blick this child down because he had an Iron Man helmet on. And I'm just over here thinking, your very complex robot artillery army can't differentiate between a small child in an Iron Man mask and the actual thing?
He ain't lying, you know what I'm saying? Because like within the Marvel universe at this time, I want to say what we know about on Earth, Vanko, he up there, you know what I'm saying? He could do the arc reactor. He got, you know what I'm saying? He got the smarts on there. So for his robot just to be like, ooh, look at that. Look at this child Iron Man that I'm just gonna do erase from existence real quick. Like what? But all right.
Yeah, man, that robot just wanted to shoot that kid for fun, but Tony pulled up and beamed his ass down for him. Tony starts flying away again, leading all the Hammer drones away from the Expo and into this underpass, having
another thing, where was that kid's parents? Like, they couldn't have the mom or dad roll up real quick and grab him? After, I don't know, it's something like they are petrified at this very moment in the film. It's crazy. All right, let's go.
And leading all the Hammer drones away from the Expo and into this underpass, having a bunch of them run into the beams in the underpass. 3 of the Hammer drones duck back off into the Expo, so Tony's trying to follow.
It's just a highway, you know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing but people driving up there. You like, have them run into all the columns. You know what I'm saying? That's the move.
But Vanko controlling the War Machine has him pull out that Yao Miner on his shoulder, and he starts trying to mow that nigga down. And oh nah, look at all these cars just blowing up. And if it's one thing I learned from watching all these Marvel movies, if I ever get transported into the MCU, it's to never own a car, man. That shit is dead. I'm walking everywhere I gotta go.
For real, bro. Like I know that in these comics and shows, whatever. That there's something called superhero insurance. You know what I'm saying? Not in New York though. They don't have they will not have superhero New York. Superhero. They will not have superhero insurance in New York. Kind of like they don't have fire insurance in California. Kind of doing that thing, but we move.
But on Tony's way back to the Expo, he done busted one of the Hammer drones off into this building, and he starts playing a game of chicken with the Hammer drones. He is flying as fast as he can into this big ass globe. Tony flies through this globe just to hit the nastiest break on these niggas, just to then fly up, crashing most of the hammer drones. We then go see this Natasha Happy subplot as they pull up on where they think Vonko is. And I'm not gonna lie, this like the third time I've seen a nigga hung in this movie. Like, what is going on here, brother? Y'all need to relax. But then we go back to Tony and he's over here asking where Rhodey is. And, he snuck the hell out of this nigga. I mean, tackled brother out of the sky into this damn dome. Natasha's trying to reboot Rhodey's.
Like, homie, like, did he kill Rhodey's comms? I don't remember. Because before I remember Rhodey was talking to Tony like, hey, yo, we're on your 6 and we're doing this. You got to move, whatever. And then he just like snuck homie out of nowhere. Like, you couldn't hit him up. You couldn't patch that through. Yo, I'm coming at you. Really fucking fast.
Tackled brother out of the sky into this damn dome. Natasha's trying to reboot Rhodey's suit as Iron Man tried to tackle War Machine and Tony just got big body by little bro. I mean, he hit that nigga with the nastiest chokeslam I done ever seen. Rhodey then gets on top of Iron Man, paws, and starts trying to mow his ass down with that Yao meaner he got on his shoulder.
See, that was like, that reminds me of when Iron Man was trying to kill Winter Soldier for real. Like, that's that up close and personal, I'm gonna get you type shit.
But Natasha hacked little bro just in time and Iron Man done threw that big ass nigga off of him. Iron Man helps War Machine back up and he's like, hey, we need to lock in because we are finna get jumped out of our minds. And then these niggas start yapping crazy style. They was trying to devise a plan to get the upper hand on the niggas finna jump them, but they yapped so long they done got pulled up on already. But as soon as they got pulled,
Tony had them dangs on him for real. You know what I'm saying?
pulled up on, all that yip yap stopped and it was time to lock in. And the sound of the faceplate coming on is iconic, bro. Just listen to this. Yeah, man, we done with them nanotech suits, man. We do not want to see them hoes no more. But Tony and Rhodey,
I mean, he ain't lying. I like the nanotech suits. The main reason that I like the nanotech suit is because as the story progresses and they finding themselves in more precarious situations, Tony ain't have all that time, you know what I'm saying? And it displayed that in the movies, and it did that very, very well. Like when Vanko came to the racetrack, and Tony was like, "Give me the fucking suitcase" type shit. You know what I mean? Like, he was tired of those kinds of problems. Or when he was when he was up against Loki in his tower thing, waiting for that thing to be finished. When Loki throws him out the window, he needed something he could right there on the moment. Get the suit on, he's ready to go. So like, I respect it. But yeah, the face plates coming down and turn, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I see you, I do feel you, I do. But it was a necessary removal.
done with them nanotech suits, man. We do not want to see them hoes no more. But Tony and Rhodey start going to town on these hammer drones. They is glad.
It'd be dope with a callback just to get it.
One
like,
of the hammer drones.
If he had to use it and just like, I was the only one there, he was like, yeah, let's do it.
Pulls up on Tony. He hits him with the nastiest V trigger I done ever seen. Kenny Omega would be proud. It ass came down with the right and hit a nigga with a mean ass left. Grabbed that hammer drone and then threw his ass on the ground. We go to Rhodey and he just starts machine gunning this nigga down. And I'm not gonna lie,
except for theirs.
This is uncalled for, brother. You might need to get some shit checked out.
They hit y'all with that Samurai Jack blood action. Except for the final season. Final season was on some real shit. But yeah.
Tony then punched the chest out of two hammer drones just to get almost snuck by a missile. His ass just hit that most nonchalant ass dodge out of the way. Then he shot his cluster missiles at those boys, blowing all three of them up at the same time. Tony then blicked the nigga away, punched the nigga in his sternum as Rhodey is going to town, gunning these boys down. Gut punch into the kick was crazy, Rhodey. I'm not gonna lie, you didn't need to do that to little bro. He was already gone. You done shot his ass up 11 times. There was no need. Iron Man and War Machine start getting overwhelmed, and then Tony tells Rhodey to duck as he pulls out these two lasers and just spins in a circle, clearing all of those hammer drones.
I'm with Rhodey. Like, you was just sitting on that. That's what you're doing. Was you waiting for them to get down here? I think they was here. We was fighting for a minute. I think they was all here. You could have, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Could have saved some bullets.
But then Natasha alerts Tony and Rhodey that they getting pulled up on by one more nigga. But he's different than these other drones. We got a way stronger pulse. And once he gets there, he takes off his helmet and it's Vonko. As his ass pulls out them electric whips, Rhodey's like, hold on, I got something for his bitch ass. Tries to shoot Vonko with that missile hammer was glazing earlier in the movie. He shoots that hoe at Vonko and kaput absolutely nothing. I'm not gonna lie, if I'm Rhodey, I'm finding that nigga Justin Hammer and beating his ass in the cell, cause that could have been life or death for me. But Tony's like, alright little nigga, I got somebody that ass. Tries to shoot him with his missiles, but they do absolutely nothing to Vonko.
Now, the disrespectful thing was that he ain't even like try to put his helmet back on for Rhodey, because like, here's the thing. Yeah, I get that it didn't explode, but could you still imagine how much it would have hurt if that little thing popped Vanko in the eye? Popped him in the eye. A little point on there. Rocket powered. It hit his thing, made a little tink. Could you imagine that in the eyeball? Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's not what happened. That's where I would have aimed if I was Rhodey. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna aim at the suit just because I'm thinking it's gonna blow the suit up. Nah, I'm aiming for the fleshy part. Like, you gonna have it out there, fine. Like, but Iron Man had the good idea of shooting for the face, but for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying, Vanko took him seriously.
As he strikes down with that whip, having Tony and Rhodey dodge out the way. Rhodey starts trying to blick Whiplash down, but Whiplash just slashed Rhodey's guns in half with that whip. And now that I'm thinking about it, using a whip on a black man is kind of crazy. I know what you...
Yeah, maybe just a bit. I didn't even, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now that you brought it to my attention, maybe a bit excessive.
Whip. And now that I'm thinking about it, using a whip on a black man is kind of crazy. I know what you are, Vonko. And look at Rhodey's face. That says it all. But Tony flew in the air, shot one shot and missed, did a little spin move and shot and missed. And I'm just over here looking at Tony like, what are you trying to flex for? If you don't just beat this nigga? But Ivan
he can't get in close.
Up in the air and slam him on the ground. God damn, really thinking about it, bro? Getting thrown around in the suit like this, man. I know this nigga Tony got about 14 concussions off of that fall alone.
I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, probably, but y'all gotta see the Hawkeye show, bro. That man is all beat up. Got a hearing aid and everything.
Thrown around in the suit like this, man. I know this nigga at least Tony got about 14 concussions off of that fall alone. Whiplash was trying to finish Tony off, but Rhodey not finna let gang go out like that. So he tried to lay some suppressing fire on Ivan. He was eating all them shots though, but Tony came in, tried to hit a flying something on Ivan, and oh nah. His ass just simply got backhanded away like he wasn't even nothing. You see, right here, if I'm Tony, this is what
you can't have niggas that ain't Thanos smacking you like they Thanos. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You lose credibilities type shit. You know what I mean? Now, luckily he hadn't fought Thanos at this time, but like, and then you know all that happened. But yeah, it's still. You can't just don't do that.
Where the thoughts for the Hulkbuster armor are coming from. I'm tired of getting little bro by these big ass niggas. Like, nah, it has to stop today. But Whiplash gripped War Machine up by the neck with his whip, pulled his ass to him just to punch him square in the chest. Tony saw that like, oh yeah, no, I can't let that slide. Pulled up on Whiplash, hit him in the back of the head, and actually had that nigga.
But y'all, I wish she'd have played the audio of that part when Tony punched him in the back of the head. That nigga let out a battle cry.
Like, oh yeah, no, I can't let that slide. Pulled up on Whiplash, hit him in the back of the head. Actually had that nigga backing up a little bit. Then got this nasty ass 3-piece off on his ass just to get a headbutt, knocking all that momentum down. His ass got whipped across the chest, and then that whip got wrapped around his neck as he started electrocuting that nigga. And Rhodey on the ground starts trying to shoot at Vonko, but he just stomps on little.
I am confused as to what gives Tony more power versus what will fuck him up electrically, because like, Thor hit that man with a hammer's worth of lightning, and his suit was like, ooh, we got juiced. Like, it worked so well that it called back when they was fighting Thanos, and he had a suit prepared for it. Like, so, like, why is this fucking him up, is what I'm saying. I got questions. Somebody put them answers down there. But we move.
bro, right there, putting that clamp down, locking his ass in place. But Iron Man over there ain't no bitch. He's pulling Whiplash towards him. Lotto whips around him, still getting shocked, making sure he's off of Roadies. But as soon as that foot got off of Roadie, he whipped that nigga too. But all the Roadies were looking at him like, nah, that's crazy. Me personally, I'm not letting that slide. He ain't did all that fight just for you to get whipped again, nigga. Come on now, fight back. But while Iron Man and War Machine both compromised, Iron Man remembers when him and Roadie fought earlier in the movie, and they shot at each other at the same time. They're like, hey, let's do that to this bitch ass nigga Whiplash. So they both shoot at Whiplash at the same time, making this big ass explosion. Absolutely cooking that nigga Whiplash. But Iron Man and War Machine get back up to look at Whiplash's cooked ass body as he starts chuckling, saying, you lose. He activates a bomb on him and every single hammer drone that got defeated today. And that's the problem with niggas today, man. Niggas just don't know how to take an L and keep it pushing, bro. Why did Whiplash have to go back in the car and pull out a gun? We was just playing basketball. You lost, nigga. Relax. But Iron Man,
yo, that's a clean analogy.
Get up out of there as Whiplash and all the hammer drones explode, ending the fight. And I'm not gonna lie, Iron Man and War Machine did the hammer drones like Miami Heat, LeBron, and D Wade. Like they was beating these niggas' asses. If anybody had a reason to pull out a gun, it was those niggas. But to be completely fair, if Iron Man locked in, he could have just hit them niggas with a maximum pulse and there would have been no need for a fight. But that's enough yapping from me, man. Moral of the story is learn to take your losses like a man. But with that being said, if you like, comment, subscribe, do the good stuff, and yeah, I'm out of here. Bye.
Yo, that was dope, and we watched that dope here too. Yeah, my man was speaking. You know what I'm saying? He spoke facts. This shit was funny, but like, I feel like there was selling in here. You know what I'm saying? With the hammer thing. I don't understand. Well, I do understand. We saw the whole build up as who Hammer was. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if I was Rhodey, I'd have had to go back and get that nigga. Also with the laser hand things, me and Tony would have had to have a whole little conversation about that, because it don't make no sense why it took you so long to do that. And we also gonna have to talk in this script about Vanko and the whip, and you know what I'm saying, there's lots of questions that you know what I'm saying, just some stuff, if we could tweak some things here and there. But nah, this was cool, man. That's the take. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, follow me on all that social media, and I'll catch y'all next one, fam. Peace.